What's up, guys? So I'm back with another video. This video is gonna be about making it into heaven. So how do you make it into heaven? By walking the narrow path. By walking the path that God has for you. That's how you make it into heaven. By walking the straight line, the narrow path. Jesus wants you to walk the narrow path. Jesus wants you to walk a narrow path. Jesus wants you to walk a narrow path. That's the only way you'll make it into heaven. Is if you follow Jesus and you obey God. That's the only way you'll make it into heaven, guys. And you want to make it into heaven. By walking the narrow path, doing God's will in your life. If you do God's will, you'll make it into heaven. You have to do God's will in your life. You have to follow God's will. And that's the only way you'll make it into heaven. But yes, guys, making it into heaven is not hard. It can be easy. Making it into heaven. By walking the narrow path, following God's will for in your life, and being a born-again Christian. That's the way you'll make it into heaven. But yes, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys out there to let you know how to make it into heaven. It's by walking the narrow path and following God's will in your life. That's the only way you'll make it into heaven, guys. Making it into heaven can be easy. It also can be hard. But it's up to you. It all depends on you. If you're gonna make it or not. But you have to be a born-again Christian. Walking the narrow path, following God's will in your life, and that's the way you'll make it into heaven, guys. You want to make it into heaven, guys. Making it to heaven is not easy. But it's also easy. Jesus Christ wants you to be in heaven once you pass away. Once you're not in this life, you want to be in heaven. Jesus Christ wants you to be in heaven. Jesus Christ wants you in heaven, guys. And how do you make it into heaven? by following the narrow path, staying in the narrow path, and following God's will in your life. That's the way you'll make it into heaven, guys. But yes, guys, you want to make it into heaven. You want to be in heaven once you die. After this life, there's heaven. After this life, heaven comes. Heaven is real. Heaven is a real place. Jesus created heaven for the Christians. Heaven is for the Christians. The born again Christians. But yes, guys, I hope I see you in heaven after this life. Because heaven is a real place. And that's where the born again Christians will be. In heaven. Making it into heaven is not easy. But it also can be easy. Making it into heaven. By walking the narrow path, following God's will, and being a born again Christian, you will be in heaven. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you in any way, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. This one was about making it into heaven. You want to make it into heaven. You want to make it into heaven, guys. And the only way you make it into heaven is by walking the narrow path and following God's will in your life.